Hello, hello. Happy Monday evening. Today I have a what sold video for the days of September 15th through September 21st. I'm just going to go ahead and get it out there. This was a really slow week. By really slow, I mean zero Mercari sales and two Poshmark sales. Just really surprised me because in the first 2 weeks of September, we profited $300 on Poshmark. So the fact that we had only sold two things this week, I kind of didn't know what was going on. I'll admit I didn't list a ton every day, but I was good about trying to at least list a couple items. So I don't feel like it was consistency. I always share to every single party on Poshmark. I will share my closet several times a day, despite separate from the parties, so I don't really know what it was. But we made up for it by doing really well on eBay, and that's the great thing about using or selling on multiple platforms is even when some are underperforming or just completely not performing like Mercari, it can be made up on other platforms. All right. So for starters on Poshmark, we sold this Harry Potter Hufflepuff sweater. I picked this up at Goodwill and it sold for $15. And funny enough, the other item that sold was another Harry Potter item to another person, and it was a little kid's Hogwarts robe, like the robes that they would wear, a little costume, and it was new in package. That sold for 17. So our total profit was $17.60 after considering the cost of goods, fees, $17.60. Now we'll move over to eBay. On eBay, this longitude bathing suit sold. Someone sent me an offer for $15. It's not a ton, but it's also the end of summer. I know that you can still sell bathing suits throughout, obviously, the rest of the year. People will live in warm climates, be going on vacations to warmer areas, can go on cruises, things like that. Will just want to prepare for the next season. But it's just for me, I'd rather not even want to hold out for that. I want to just go ahead and get this out of here. So I accepted an offer for 15. This I was so excited to sell. This was just a couple days ago. Um, I think that if you have any collection, if you used to be like a collector of something, look up and see if it's worth anything. I used to collect Barbies growing up, and like I've been telling you guys, I had some I consider pretty valuable Barbies that sold the last couple weeks. And I also was a huge collector of Wizard of Oz. I'm not collecting anything anymore, so I am slowly getting some of my collection transferred over to the internet. This was a vintage Wizard of Oz set of masks. They were plastic masks from the 80s, and there was like a little vinyl Dorothy dress, and it was in box still, but it was super damaged. Some of the masks were cracked, or at least I know Dorothy's was. Um, I mean, it's from the 80s, so it's older than me. I mean, it's kind of what you can expect. And honestly, for being a collector, I was a kid when I collected the Wizard of Oz things, so I wasn't as good as I should have been about making sure things were put away nicely and what have you. Regardless, this did sell for $39. It unfortunately sold with free shipping, but I was okay with that because I knew shipping wasn't going to cost that much. It cost $7.43. I made sure my husband bubble wrapped the heck out of it and we shipped it in a larger box. So just fingers crossed it makes it okay there, makes it there all okay and nothing happens. I'm really excited for these to sell, and it makes me excited to get some more of my Wizard of Oz collection listed. Another bathing suit. This was a plus size, well, 16, so larger size bathing suit, and it was new with tags, which is why I picked it up. It sold for $24. So pumped that this finally sold. This was the brand Outer Known. We found this at Goodwill in the men's section. My husband found it like about a year ago, and I looked up the brand and they were selling for, really well. A lot of people sold like one item, not like a two-piece set. and they were selling for good prices, like, I don't know, maybe about $50 or so a piece. Um, so I was glad about that, that this was a good brand and that it was a two-piece set and that it was a size large, good size. But it's set for a long time because I think of just the price, and I got so many lowball offers over the time that we had it on all of the sites. Um, Finally, someone offered the 120, and because this is an older item, as you can see, that was when we did free shipping. I was a little concerned about free shipping with this being like a little heavier, being a sweat top and sweat bottoms, but it only cost $6, so that was pretty good. After the $120, we paid $15.22 in transaction fees. That sucked. And $6 for shipping. So it says that we made $98.68. I When I have a two-piece set like this, I say our cost of goods is 8. I do it per piece because we bought this separately at Goodwill. So I consider $8 cost of goods, meaning our earnings were actually $90.68 profit. You cannot tell me that's not amazing. $90 profit. Oh, I'm so excited. That was definitely worth holding out for. Next was this J brand pair of skinny jeans. These sold for $35. And the last few items, yep, the last few items are all Vermont Country Store men's nightshirts. They sold to two separate buyers. This 2X striped nightshirt sold for 18, and this one sold. They were $17 each, and they went to the same person. They did not do combined shipping. They just bought them separately. And I told my husband, you know what? If they don't reach out, then ship them together. And I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna do a shipping refund. If someone wants to reach out and ask for it, or if they want to message me before they buy the items and ask if I can combine shipping or for a reduced amount, then I'll do it. But at this point, I was like, if he's not asking for it, just ship them, and like that's just is what it is. Um, because I mean, it's not like it was a ton of money. He paid 468, and he paid 468 for this and 562 for that, and I think that together it cost $8 to ship them. So it was like barely any extra money, but plus eBay takes fees out of your shipping cost. But anyway, so our total profit for eBay for last week was $195.44. That is amazing. Um, that's actually funny because that is almost exactly, let me calculate it real quick. That's funny. So the first 2 weeks of September, our eBay profit was 194.48. So we made almost the same amount, a little bit over, in just last week on eBay than we made the first 2 weeks of September on eBay. We're really happy with that. So that makes our total profit between all three platforms for last week $213.04. So far, the first 3 weeks of September, our total profit has been $836.52. That means in order to reach our $1,000 September goal, we need to make $163.48. Totally fine. I was so sad when I sat down to do this video because I was really scared to look at the calculations and see, because I knew we didn't sell anything on Mercari. I knew we had only done 2 Poshmark sales. And after I started calculating eBay and just seeing again how crazy it can be when one platform underperforms, how something else can make up for it, it gave me hope. So again, in order to reach our $1,000 profit goal, we just need to make an extra $164. Totally doable. I hope you guys are having a great sales week. I hope you had a great weekend and that your week is going well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.